This is a lightweight banger. And yo, real quick before we break this one down, slap that meat, grill that subscribe button if you're looking for locks and laughs from Meat Boy MMA. And this one is absolutely fireworks. As mentioned, it's Jim Miller, A10, taking on Erick Gonzalez, aka the Ghost Pepper. And back in first place is Jim Miller for as far as most UFC contests ever are concerned, because he's making his 38th, crazily enough, UFC appearance. And they're feeding him, a spicy challenge, but one that I think he can get done against Erick Gonzalez. And if we look at Jim Miller, right, he loses a lot of fights, but the guys he loses to are only ever, top 15, top 25 guys. And whenever the UFC tends to feed him, the Roosevelt Robertses, the Jason Gonzalez's, guys who have a little bit of hype, but ultimately are not good, and as of right now are not in the UFC anymore. Jim Miller finds a way to get it done. Alex White is another example, right? You match him up against Vince Pichel, Hot Sauce Holtzman, and Oliveira. It's going to be a tough night for Jim Miller, but in guys like Erick Gonzalez, he's historically had some success. So, what are your thoughts on this one? Are you bullish at all on Gonzalez making his debut? This is a guy who is 13-5. He has some experience. He lost to Humberto Bandenay, who is a guy who fought in the UFC, and Rafa Garcia as well, another UFC fighter. So he's 0-2 against guys who do fight in the UFC. Do you think he gets this one done in a debut against Jim Miller, or is Jim Miller just going to absolutely devour the Ghost Pepper?
Yeah, this is a tough test for a debut. The Ghost Pepper definitely needs to bring his spice game to make it flaming for A10 so he gets out and runs away. But man, this is really hard for me to pick just because I think Jim Miller is, I mean, he's a veteran. He's very good. Erick Gonzalez is definitely in for a long night if he does not get it done early, in my opinion. And I think I'm gonna go with the Ghost Pepper. I think Jim Miller's 38. He's pushing 40, and I'm hoping this 29-year-old goes, yo, this is my opportunity. He's bringing his A game, and he's gonna pull off the upset. It seems everyone is in Tapology super bullish on Jim Miller. I would be, but Jim Miller's 38, and the size difference, I just don't like that for him. But if he can get it to the ground, I think it's gonna be a long night for Ghost Pepper. I'm personally staying away from this one, but I'm gonna go with the Ghost Pepper.
Very interesting stuff, and another absolute dog from meat. So we'll see if your boy is widening the gap this weekend. Because I'm going with Jim Miller. I think he's actually kind of juicy value. The -200, isn't the sexiest line, but I think against a guy like Erick Gonzalez, Jim Miller's going to absolutely smash this guy. I honestly, I think that this is going to be Jim Miller's last fight. I think he's going to smash this dude. I think he's going to lay the gloves down in the cage. And that's what this fight is designed to create. I think that they're feeding him this ghost pepper, knowing that Jim Miller has absolutely bitten through way spicier challenges than Erick Gonzalez. And I like him to get the win in this one. 81% of Tapology is rolling with A10 Jim Miller. A majority of it is copper. I think that the submission is most likely. And you mentioned that if this thing does hit the mat, that you think Jim Miller will have the advantage, and makes sense, right? Jim Miller, legit black belt, serious ground game. But you think Erick Gonzalez will have some success on the feet, and you mentioned you think it's gonna be an early finish. He goes Gonzalez Ghost Pepper. He has some finishes to his name, but also has a lot of decisions. So you think Gonzalez's success is early and on the feet, if any?
Yeah, that's what I see. Or at least keeps it on the feet and just drags it out and outpoints him. As long as Jim doesn't get on top and ground and pounds, I think Eric will do just fine. But yeah, this could be a long night for the Ghost Pepper.
It might, and I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be true fireworks in the lightweight division. And, Erick Gonzalez does have that size advantage. He's making his debut, nothing to lose as a plus 165 dog. So if you're bullish on that Ghost Pepper, then something worth inspection. But I think that A10 finds a way to get this one done and do so in a dominant way. So let us know in the comments who you're going with. Are you rolling with A10 Jim Miller? Is this too much of a levels test for the Ghost Pepper, or does the Ghost Pepper make this one happen over the legend Jim Miller? Let us know in the comments down below. Slap that meat if you made it this far. Appreciate you growing the show.